Hi, it's late afternoon and it's one broccoli I missed. Just showing you the vegetable garden right now. It's a winter garden, so in some sense, it's a little sad, and in another sense, it's really awesome. So here's the cabbages. I forget what kind these are. I actually bought a six pack, and that's the six pack. And I just planted some more bok-Choy here. Yep, this is vermiculite. So it's supposed to go a quarter-inch under the soil, and I put vermiculite on it, which helps hold moisture. And that's the bok-Choy right there. And then the cabbage, what is that called? Large Dutch flat, I believe. Is it gonna let me focus on it? No. It's focusing on the screen. Anyway, it's a large Dutch flat. And then I also wanted to show you the carrots. Are they in here? Yeah. These are the carrots. And they've sprouted. And I have no idea if this can capture it or not. But they're itsy bitsy. But the thing that I've been thinking about, which is really kind of cool, is that for the longest time I thought that fall was only about, there's my lettuces under those guys there, that fall was about things going to sleep, things going dormant. But this year I decided to, and I think part of that is because I haven't had raised beds very long to be so blessed to be able to vegetable garden year round. But this is my bed of onions. So these are the sweet Walla Wallas and the black trays are to keep the squirrels because they're starting to dig holes to bury their nuts. But these were my onions that I pulled them and they started sprouting right away, and I thought, well, I'm just going to plant them again. And then I did a little bit of research and says, yeah, plant them through the winter. Onions, fine. And then this bed, these are my garlics. I didn't plant a lot this year, enough. And then parsley. This is parsley. So my parsley plants, and then in between where you see the vermiculite, that is where I planted seeds. So that's how I can tell that I have seeds going, because I have the vermiculite on it. And then over here are beets. I might be able to see them through here. Yeah, beets. And then these beets are farther along, obviously. And then this is the potato bed here, which is fallow at this moment, with the broccolini broccoli in the back of it. So it's the tall, skinny kind, which I'm not sure I really like it. I mean, I don't mind the flavor, but I don't know if I like the growing habit. So you can see the difference. These are regular broccolis or head broccolis. I don't know what you call them. And then these are the broccolini, like this. And then like that. You can see a little head right there. So they're tall and whatever, and those are all my little sprouts, which looks like they're taking off. They're doing good, all these little guys. So when I would cut the broccoli, I would cut the whole stem down, and then I would plant the stems. Seems to be working. And look at this, my one volunteer fava plant. It's already got blooms on it. So I could have planted favas a lot earlier. And then this is my Swiss chard beds, I guess I should say. And so I've got plants, 6 packs that I bought. I have plants like this one here. That one's from last year, and that one's from last year. And then 6 packs, and then I put seedlings in there too, or seeds, I should say. But this is the other thing that I wanted to show you, is this is where my favas are going to go this year. Right behind the rosemary, and in front of the rhubarb. This is the rhubarb over here, right here. The rhubarb. And so I'm going to plant some back there, and I'm going to plant some along here, and all this rosemary hedge, which is raggedy. That's supposed to be a rosemary hedge. Lots of great rosemary, it's just raggedy. So I'm going to prune the heck out of it. We're going to use it for wreath making. And then I'll let it flush back. And what that'll do when I prune it is it's going to give these, because the light comes from the rosemary side. So that's facing south that way. And so the light is going to come from there all the way down to here for my fava beans. Yep. And then cutting all that rosemary back, all that rosemary. And that'll make it really, it's like 2 for 1. So what's so fun about the planting in the fall is it's like root crops. So it's like you're planting what develops into a big, fat, healthy, juicy root. And that's really what fall is about. It's like when plants work on their root system and the top part of the plant sleeps, but the bottom never stops like developing, right? Because this universe that we live in, it's a forward moving momentum universe. And when I was prepping for planting more bok-Choy today and then planting these favas, I was thinking I wanted to share with you that idea that we also plant and grow things in our own personal inner garden, not just our outer garden in actual nature, but in our inner garden. So our inner nature is growing. And also I'm in the process of blooming a wisdom collective of wonderful wild women that are interested in growing together, interested in creating community together, and growing together. So I'm kind of very excited how it's all tying together. And before I lose all the light, I'm going to finish my planting of my fava beans. But I wanted to share that idea, that thought, and yeah. So like that. And it's a beautiful afternoon. It's around 4:45, and the sun has set, but there's still a little bit of light here and there. So we haven't had a frost yet, so the tapioca tree still has leaves, and there's actually some roses blooming, which is crazy. There's one right there. And the rose hips are just looking stellar. Okay, so before I lose all my light, I'm going to say goodbye. Grateful that you stopped by. And yeah, and big fat garden hugs to you. And happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you before then. All right, love you. Bye.